Oh,
We've got another stand-up
one more
comedian.
stand-up to go.
On the left back?
I'm sorry, am I in your way? Okay.
Are we?
Who's it?
Sympley Courtney.
Sympley Courtney, everybody.
Oh, you don't sound like this guy.
All right, I do a lot of shows at like hip hop stations and stuff. That's still not the strangest music I've ever been brought up to, like for real, for real. Shout out to the house band again. That's too funny. All right, so we'll get into it. I have been doing the rideshare thing lately. Woo, rideshare, right? That stuff is crazy, y'all. Driving rideshare, I've noticed that people ask me the same 3 questions every time they get in the car. As soon as they get in, they're like, hey, hold up, man, are you sure your name's really Courtney? Like, why would I make that up? Like, if I'm gonna pick a name and pick a job, this is the last thing that's on the list. Like, for real. Second question they get in, hey, man, is it okay if we stop by Whataburger before we get home? Yeah, that's a real one. I'm like, yeah, get a number 2, dog, let's do this, hook me up too. Honey butter chicken biscuit or something. Right, spicy bacon, that's not a Whataburger. That's Jack in the Box. That's fucked up that I knew that when he said it. It ain't Whataburger, that's Jack in the Box. Wrong. Oh my God, it's so true. Why do I know that? I was like, you're wrong. Last question. It made me feel bad about it. First time somebody's ever made me feel bad about myself. That's fucked up. No, last question that comes up is people get in the car and they're like, hey, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen while driving? That's a loaded question because if I don't give them a good answer in that moment, they're going to give me something for the next person that asked that horrible question. So I usually look around out the car, I'm like, hey, craziest thing I've ever seen, and this happens, true story. I'm looking out the car, and there's a goat standing in front of a pawn shop just chilling.
Nice.
3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, I'm an animal person. This could be a problem. Maybe I should get out the car and go check this thing out. So I'm getting out my car, the person stays in the car, I'm like, hey, come on, get out the car, let's check it out. We get out, get our Scooby-Doo on. And about 10 feet away from the goat, it hits me. Courtney, when's the last time you remember seeing a goat chill in the middle of nowhere? Jurassic Park. I'm back in my car now, trying to put the keys in the ignition. Person that asked that question is banging on the window. Come on, man, is the dinosaur coming or not? I'm staring in my rearview mirror, waiting for Jeff Goldblum to go running by with a flare. Looking at my water, waiting for it to start shaking. I'm messing with y'all, we picked the goat up. Last night we picked the goat up, put it in the car. It was a real thing, he was a good rider. He was a good tipper. You can say he was the greatest of all time. Yeah, we'll take that. I get a lot of stuff from my whole name thing. Like people ask the question of what's the craziest thing you've ever experienced being named Courtney? And I'm usually like you asking that horrible ass question. But like I was in the mall once and my homeboy just yells, hey yo Courtney, what you think of these shoes? I go to look back at him and give him an answer. Now a little blonde hair and blue eyes looking at him confused. How do you know my name? We start rotating heads, looking at each other eye to eye, and we realize for the sake of names, we're doppelgangers now. And I don't really know what I'm supposed to do in that moment, so I'm just like, let's try to make it something funny. I'm like, haha, twins! She bust out hysterically crying. Her mom, who's about 5 feet too far to hear what I'm saying, but can see me backing away and her daughter doubled over crying. Needs to say I get banned from Highland Mall. Barton Creek Mall. I did an old mall that doesn't exist anymore. That's how old that joke is. I was like, got banned from Highland Mall, y'all. What the fuck is Highland Mall? What the fuck is that? No. Let's see, let's do it. Let's see. But that'd be a dope way, I think, if you could get out of any weird occurrence in your life by doing that little goofy facing jig. I think it would be kind of dope. Like this thing, let's ride with me. I'm gonna play with you real quick.
Play with me, bro.
I'm talking to her. Okay. me and you, like, let's say we're in a relationship, right? And you go on my phone and you see Instagram, right? And you always see me liking pictures. Let's say, hey, hold up. This is how you talk. I'm doing your voice. I haven't heard you talk yet. Hold up. How come every time I see you on Instagram, you liking pictures of my sister? Oh, that's your sister? Oh, I didn't, you know what? She's very photogenic. I like the way she takes pictures. Her filters are cute. Negro. This is you. You get to say Negro in this joke. Don't say that. Negro, hold up. She's half naked in the majority of the photos you like. Oh, well, I thought it was you. I thought you were haha twins! Wouldn't work, would it?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that's right, though. But at least I got to hear your voice, though. What are you doing after this? I'm fucking with you. Last thing, and I'm going to get out of here really quickly because I think y'all have been here for like 7 hours already. This is y'all didn't know y'all came to a marathon comedy show. Y'all know the doors are locked, right? Like when they walk in, they lock the fucking doors. Like she's like, oh, the fuck they did. Oh, the fuck they did. I'm finna go out the fucking window. We underground, ain't no window. Chat. Part of being a black dude, when you walk in, you serve, you like check out the whole thing, you survey everything, and if some shit went down right now, we got one way out. Possibly two, if I can get through that wall. That's not a real window back there. Let's see, I'll give y'all something new. I freaking realized, I did my debt the other day. I was checking my debt, and I realized like with school, with the car that got repossessed, with the apartment that I just jumped out of, I'm giving you all my real shit right now, $70,000 could get me out of debt. If I could just find $70,000, not win the lotto, because you gotta pay taxes on that, not have somebody pay me $70,000 because that means I gotta work and I'm not that fond of doing regular work. I like doing ride-share work, whatever. If I could find $70,000, that would save my life and help me get out of debt. So I'm thinking, how can you get $70,000, Courtney? I got it. I'm gonna go to a little town, not too far from here, and rob them. That's it. That's the whole thing. How are you gonna rob them, Courtney? Simple. I'll set fire to the farthest barn. The barn is on the other side of the road. I will set fire to that barn, and as everybody goes over there to handle that barn and that fire and all of that, I'll walk in the bank and I'll rob their asses. Easy. I'll cover my hands. The simplest thing is I'll ask them, hey, don't give me hundreds, don't give me 50s. Why not hundreds? Why not hundreds? Because rich people don't have hundreds. If I have a $100 bill, if I have three, right, he's rich. If I have more than $300 bills, the cops can just pull up on me and arrest me right now. You are never supposed to have more than two $100 bills on you unless you're doing some kind of telethon and you're about to take that money to like a sick kid or something. You just can't. There's no reason to ever have $100 bills. I'm lying to y'all. I'm just gonna sell drugs. This is gonna be selling drugs or rapping. I was trying to do the rap thing earlier. I couldn't figure out the rap thing. Me and my homeboy was talking about it. He said, hey, you need to change your name if you want to do the rap thing. Why? Your name's Courtney. Oh, that's right. It was a girl thing at the mall, right? Yes. What should I do? Change your name. I was like, okay, what I do? Take the first letter of your name, chop off everything else, and put man behind it. C-man. It's kind of sticky. I like it, though. It's kind of salty, but I got where you're going with that. Kind of goopy, you know. But it could stick to something. I like it. You could definitely see that if you turned out all the lights and just pulled a black light out. It would be everywhere. Straight up C-man. That's kind of nuts though, you know? I'm messing with y'all. I know that was nutty. I could do this all day. Like I got like 18 billion of these that could just keep squirting out success.
Come on.
All right, y'all. But for real though, I do have an album coming out. I made an album. It's gonna be on iTunes. It's called Skeet 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 from the Streets. It's produced by Chief Tecumseh. On Nutty Records. The first single is called Hey Y'all, it's Sympley Courtney, guys. Let's bring the rest of the hosts back up.
Sympley Courtney.